Good morning to you. It's actually nearly the afternoon, but we've been up since 5 AM. We travelled across this morning to Edinburgh. Did we come into Edinburgh Airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. And we're just making our way over to Archerfield House now. My bee-stung lip is starting to go down, so I'm starting to feel like I can actually talk a little bit better again. But today is going to be a bit cloudy, but then we are due 2 really lovely days here, and so hopefully we'll be able to experience some of Genesis vehicles as well as lots of golf. I actually haven't mentioned, we are staying here with Genesis, and they are the official sponsor of the Genesis Scottish Open, and so we're going to be here to watch golf, enjoy the hospitality. We've got some foraging, some whiskey tasting, alongside lots of great food, so it's going to be a really lovely few days, and we're going to be documenting it all here. So I will probably pick the camera back up when we check into the hotel room, give you a quick whip around, and then I think we might be heading out in one of the vehicles.
Just over there, that's where, see how Scotland's got the St Andrew's Cross is the flag. Well, that's where it was. There was a battle when they were all sitting in the field looking for a sign because they were getting beat.
Oh, wow.
Looked up to the sky and the cloud was in a cross. So they adopted it with a blue background with a...
So it was a pattern in the sky?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
Just at the wee village here, Athelston Ford it's called.
It's incredible. It's lovely around here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's okay. We have arrived to Archerfield House, and as you can see, I've checked in to my very grand suite. This room is insane. I need to share it with you. This is right up my street. Genesis have actually taken over Archerfield House. So it's now being called Genesis House during the Scottish Open, because all of the guests from Genesis are actually going to be staying here during the tournament, and it's actually located right next to the course where the Genesis Scottish Open is going to be taking place. So it's very convenient. I can actually see from my bedroom window the car park where everybody's parking their cars to head over to watch the tournament. So it's in prime position. But this afternoon we are going to quickly take the cars out. The weather isn't playing ball at the minute, as I mentioned a second ago. The next couple of days are looking better. We're going to continue with the plan, and we're going to head out anyway and just explore some of the local area. But before we do so, I'll quickly show you my room. There's the little lounge area as you enter through into my bedroom. It is absolutely huge. We've got a massive 4-pillar posted bed, and then we've got these 3 beautiful sash windows that overlook the front of Archerfield House. As you can see as we look out the window here, got the lavender lined entrance. It's absolutely stunning. The Genesis just parked down there underneath the window. Oh, look at the balustrades on the entrance here as well. Lovely. So the room, we have a seating area which would be a nice spot just to sit down and have morning coffee, and it looks like it's in front of an open fireplace, which I'm going to assume from staying in these places isn't being used for insurance purposes, but it's still so effective to have that in a room. They've also got this really incredible artwork with lots of birds, which I absolutely love. I think that's really cool. Little cheeky cockerel up there on the ledge looking down. Got the mallard. Very nice. And we've got some drinks and refreshments over here. We've got a wardrobe section, and then Lydia would love this if she was here, because having a mirror which is movable and it's by a big window means that she'd be able to do her makeup really conveniently, as well as a makeup station over here as well. So full length mirror, perfect. And then we've got another dressing table just over here. Oh, look at the radiators underneath the windows, cast iron rads. And then the bathroom, roll top bath overlooking the parkland It's just breathtaking. Lydia is going to be so jealous. We've got a his and her sink with a marble worktop. This is so nice. And then we've got the toilet and shower. Oh my God, Lydia is going to die when she sees this place. They've even got dried, pressed botanical garden prints on the wall. This is insane. Anyway, I'm going to get unpacked, get my stuff on the hangers to try and get rid of some of those creases, and then we will start the day. I'm a very happy boy. I've just quickly changed my outfit to something a little bit smarter for this afternoon's lunch. We're actually going to have some food before we head out on the drive that I mentioned a second ago, so I thought I'd quickly share with you my outfit. I've gone for the Todd's driving shoes. I thought they would be very fitting for today, along with these Boss khaki taupe green, I'm not quite sure anymore with colours, trousers, and then I've got this linen Boss jacket on, which is very relaxed. It's got these like sporty pockets on them, and I've also got my surplus Peak polo, which I picked up the other day, Cartier Santos, and I've also got a suede belt on, which I got from Suster & Hicks. So that's today's look. We're going to head down and meet the team. We are just about to jump into the GV80. This is the largest vehicle on the fleet, and it's actually a 7-seater. I'm not sure if this one's got it in, but it looks like the seat belts are in place, so this can actually be a 7-seater vehicle, which is very cool. So we're going to jump in. This is the inside of the car. You can see we've got Genesis on the mats. Nice leather interior with this white stitching, and also this car has got lots of technology that we can talk about whilst going around, but you can see it's got this nice wide touchscreen display, very minimal and functional center console in this polished black finish, and the steering wheel's looking very detailed. Each seat's got its own controls, so you can actually move the back seats up, down, backwards and forwards. They've also got vented seats and heated seats, and the car's got an incredible amount of safety. It's actually really highly rated for its safety, which includes 10 airbags in this car, so very impressive. We're going to hit the road now because the rest of the fleet are waiting for us to leave Archerfield House, and we are going to go and explore North Berwick. They're doing the petrol version of this, and then they'll do the electrified. We are just about to arrive to the coast, Harbour Terrace. Alright, it's a little bit windy, so I'm trying to cover the microphone, but in the distance you can see there's a large white rock. That is Rock Bass? Bass Rock. Bass Rock, let's get it the right way around. And it's actually white because on top is a load of bird excrement. It's actually got a huge population of seabirds that live there, including seagulls and puffins and the like. So that is what we can see in the distance over there. Little bit overcast today and very windy, so it's nice and quiet down here on the coast. You can see the beaches are looking a little bit empty. On a hot day, I'm sure that we wouldn't see much sand. And then over here you've got the Wildlife and Bird Centre. They've actually got CCTV on Bass Rock, which is viewable from the building over here, so you can actually see what's going on over on the island without visiting the island, which is quite nice, less invasive I guess. It's very windy up here, but we have just come up to the top to get a nice view of the coastline. We've got a links course just here as well. Must be so difficult to play in these conditions. Poor old boys. We finished up our afternoon of exploration. It was really lovely to see the local area. We didn't actually manage to get out of the cars that much because it's so windy today. I have no idea how those golfers were getting out on the course, but apparently the Pro-Am took place today and some of the scores that were coming in were really impressive. So, hey, perhaps it's not so bad this side, and it was just a little bit windier where we were. But the car was really comfortable. It was lovely to be chauffeured around in it, and I did have a little drive when we got back just around the car park just to get a feel for it, so that was nice. We shot a little bit of content, and as you can see, I've got changed ready for this evening's welcome drinks and dinner. Thought I would quickly share with you today's look. So I've gone for my Velasco Milano leather loafers, which I haven't worn in quite some time. I just think they're a little bit more formal. I've gone for my double pleated linen trousers from Ralph Lauren, which have the side adjusters on them. I then decided to go for this cotton knit polo from Moss and this jacket from TM Lewin with my Cartier Santos, which I will be wearing all trip, so I'll stop telling you about that. But that's today's look complete. So I'm going to head just over the road, actually. We're just, I say road, just down the corridor, and join the rest of the team for some drinks. Well, this is this evening's menu. We've got goat cheese to start, potato fondant for our mains, and then we've got raspberry creme brulee for dessert, and a cheese board, if we can stomach that. We'll see how we feel afterwards, but it looks very good. Lovely delivery. Thank you.
I hope you feel at home here. We have this concept of SONY, which stands for guest and honorific. So it's about you should feel honoured guests here and feel at home, and having the whole house here is actually quite special. So I hope you have a good time, and you're coming to Genesis Lounge tomorrow for lunch, and I hope you enjoy that with the fusion menus. We have a chef mum from Korea, and we have a Tom Kitchen from Scotland, who have worked together to create a great menu, which you'll see tomorrow. But really appreciate your support for the brand, and I hope you have a good time. And please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
It's an early start today, but for good reason. Last night I had an invitation to be a honorary observer at the Genesis Scottish Open here at the Renaissance Club, so I snapped up that opportunity. I don't think I'm going to be able to film much, but we are going to be following Victor Hovland and a couple of other of the big players. I'm not quite sure who it is. I think Scheffler. Who else was it? 3 of the biggest players in the tournament, basically. So I was not going to pass that opportunity. So it's 100% worth getting up early for. We also have incredible weather today. It's blue skies, so it's going to be nice just to walk around, to be honest with you, and watch some golf in the nice weather. I'm also going to be getting the opportunity to experience the mobile lounge that Genesis have in the hospitality area. It'll be my first time getting up close and personal and being able to actually spend some time with a lot of the vehicles in their collection or their fleet. So that will be really lovely as well. So we are going to head downstairs, jump in a car and make our way over. It's literally like a 10-minute walk, so it must just be a few minutes in the car. So that's the Genesis hospitality, overlooking the 18th green. We are currently just walking down the 16th hole. The current scoreboards are Rahm -2 or 2 under. We've got Scheffler level and Hovland is currently 1 under par. there's been some incredible drives. Like, the accuracy of these boys is just insane. I think I say that every single time that I do any coverage of professional golf, and they never let me down. The putting, however, there's room for improvement, boys. I've seen some 3 putts today on a number of holes, which makes me feel a little bit better about my game, because I occasionally do 3 putts. So, and I feel horrendous for it. So it doesn't make you feel so bad when you see the pros do it. But all in all, it's been some pretty decent golf. The weather has been amazing, albeit a little bit windy, and the course is just immaculate. It's so nice here. And so we are going to continue with the round before heading over to the Genesis mobile lounge, and we're going to check out the vehicle, so stay tuned. So as you would have seen, it's actually a links course that we're playing on, so we've got all of the water to the right of us, and then if I spin around to the left, you can see they've almost got like a mini little parkland area. It's really nice with houses that overlook the course. What a lovely spot to live. Well, we finished off watching the boys on their front 9, and it was absolutely epic, but we are just about to enjoy lunch by Chef Mun and Tom Kitchen, which I'm really looking forward to. So we're going to get inside now, have a bit of food and enjoy the afternoon. I'll quickly show you some of the lounging areas here in the Genesis hospitality. We're just about to go through and have some lunch. I found this really cool little area displaying lots of the concepts that Genesis have. I love the tan interior of this. Super futuristic, very minimal. Look at that. It looks like a weapon of a car, doesn't it? Very nice. So we are just about to make our way through now and enjoy some lunch. Well, we've gone for scallops to start. I have a berry pavlova from dessert. We're overlooking the course today, which is really lovely. We've just arrived to the Genesis mobile lounge. Inside they've got the GV60 being displayed. How cool is that? Fully electric vehicle. We have a lounge area in here as well. This is something that's really important to Genesis, to ensure that the comfort of their clients is at the forefront of everything they do. They really value service and customer care. We are just about to go and test drive this vehicle around the area, so I am going to make my way out of here and see what is going on. But as you can see out the front, there are lots of people checking out lots of the different models. So we have the G80, which is this saloon vehicle right here, and in front of it is actually the GV80. The G stands for Genesis, the V stands for like SUV or CUV. So this is the SUV G80, this is the saloon G80. And then if I spin around, here's the GV60 electrified. We have the GV70 and the shooting brake, which is super cool. We've just arrived to pick up the GV60 for our test drive. As you can see, it's in a white. The Genesis Scottish Open branding for the Rolex Series event. And a lot of me in the reflection. We'll take a look inside quickly. One of the first things you may notice is that really cool sphere in the middle, the center console. How cool is that? And another thing you may notice is the wing mirrors are actually cameras, and they're displayed inside the vehicle as a video. So you can see what's going on behind you, and they've got this really long, I'm gonna call it panoramic display, which are separate, but they also do link together as well. You can have your speedometer and all the normal things you have on above the steering wheel, and then to the left you can have your entertainment and your sat nav and all of your heating controls, etc. You'll also see that the car has got this beautiful leather interior. I really like the texture of these seats, and I'm going to assume as well that this vehicle also has heating and cooling. Yes, indeed it does. You can see here you have the controls, so you can actually cool yourself with 3 settings as well as heat yourself with 3 settings, which is a really lovely function. And we'll find out some more information as we test drive the vehicle, which we're going to do now.
So you've driven electric cars before, yeah?
Do you know what? This is the first electric car I've ever driven.
Oh, really? What,
yeah.
Today?
Today, this right now is going to be the first time I've ever driven one.
Right, okay. Obviously the strange thing is that when the car's ready to go, it's not running.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
So like all cars, put your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
And then there's a start up button there. When you do that, it lights up, and it says the little green light that says ready there. Yeah. Means it's ready to go.
So you can literally just, I'm going to quickly adjust my seat, but you could literally...
Oh yeah, sorry, adjust your seat. If you put your hand down by the right hand side, you'll see where your hand goes. It will come up on the screen to show you which bit,
what I'm doing,
which button, so it shows you which bit you're adjusting.
Amazing.
So get yourself in the right position.
And the seat controls, they're 360, right? The back and the front all have the controls?
Yes. Yeah, as an option, yeah. When you get the comfort seat back in the rear, then you get that as well, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. So we are ready to hit the road.
Yeah,
this is the car running. The aircon's a bit of a telltale sign that the car's on.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can hear something.
Yeah, that's right. So you know something's going on. So here we've got the gear lever, as it were.
Yeah.
So basically, if you twist it round to the right, then that'll put it into drive. So you see drive there or reverse.
Perfect.
We'll go into that.
Fine. So and also this would light up as well. So that
that lights up as well. And
so
it
reverse neutral drive.
Yeah.
By spinning this.
Press it into park, and that obviously locks the motor in
was
drive.
this the sphere a second ago?
Yeah. If you switch it off, you might want to get that on camera.
You ready? Watch this. So the sphere that I was talking about a second ago has now got like a, what do you call it? It's like a grip?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So let's turn this back off quickly. Oh, sorry. That's so cool.
It's like the Enterprise.
So it actually
just
flips
rotates
around
to show. So if you can't see it, you know you're not ready to go.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And does this have any function as a?
No, it's just purely there to look good.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just, again, it's so that you know when you press that and it becomes available, you know that if the gear lever is available, you're ready to go.
So it's actually another kind of nod to the car being ready to drive.
That's right.
Amazing. Well, just so you know, guys, this is Jeff. He's the GDA, which is the Genesis Driving Assistant. And so whenever you do test drives, Jeff's the guy that would he doesn't cover the whole of the UK, but he's one of the personnel that will come and answer any questions you have about the vehicle and basically talk you through all of its functions. So very useful to have someone that actually knows about the cars when you're doing a test drive, right?
That's right, yeah.
So
go back into the EV
start
mode,
it up,
and then we're ready to go.
We'll flick it into reverse gear. Oh, it's in reverse already.
Now this one, as an option, has got these digital cameras on the side instead of mirrors. So basically, you get a bigger, clearer screen for a smaller outside area. So the idea is you get less wind resistance, which obviously an electric car, more range effectively. Actually, we can just go and sneak out here because we've got quite in the right place. We normally come out. So for maximum regen, put the pedal down to the left.
Push it down.
So just come to the left.
Yeah.
Go on, one more. And that should go to maximum. If you go down to there, that gives you maximum regen braking. And then when you go to the right, you've got minimum.
So when you talk about that, that's the sensitivity of the brakes.
Well, no, it's basically it'll use the engine to slow the car down when you're on maximum regen, rather than the brakes. So the brakes don't have much wear, but also when you're on regen, it's putting charge back into the battery.
Amazing.
So when it's on coast, you put nothing back into the battery, but it does allow the momentum of the car to continue.
Lovely.
So when you get used to it, you can drive around town on one pedal, and you don't really touch the brakes.
That's so
when
clever.
you get used to it, allowing that.
I also like the speed being displayed.
Display,
heads-up display. Lovely.
And you can adjust the height of that by going into the menu and adjust it to suit your eye level.
Your preference, right?
Yeah.
It's also got the speed limit on there as well.
Yes, it tells you everything. It tells you loads of information in this car.
Yeah. It's so quiet, isn't it?
Yeah. This is there's two twin motors available and a single motor. The single motor would be rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
This has got a 168 kilowatt motor in the back, and 74 kilowatt in the front. The next one up, the Sport Plus, is two 180 kilowatts front and rear.
Wow.
So therefore that gives the equivalent of 490 horsepower.
Wow.
This one's 315 horsepower, but I think you'll find
that's so cool.
Also got a sport mode on the button there. If you scroll through that, it always defaults to comfort mode when you first start. Yeah. So it will then go up to drive mode, and as you press it, it will tell you what mode it's going into. Right. So I suggest we go on the road in comfort and then change it as we go to see how it affects the performance. Car. Yeah. There's also an eco mode and also a snow mode, which obviously drastically removes the amount of torque that the electric mode would give you in the snow, because otherwise you'd be wheel spinning.
Yeah. It's nice. You're not too low, you're not too high. It's kind of like in the middle, isn't it?
That's right. It's not range.
So smooth.
So the smoothness is you don't get that rev range dip or any flat spots you get in a diesel or a petrol car.
So it's just like linear.
Yeah. Same torque available throughout.
That's such a weird feeling.
Nice feeling.
Yeah, nobody's ever spoke about that before. No. The kind of consistency of the acceleration.
And that's really ideally what you want, because that gives you a smoother drive.
Yeah.
Less stress on the vehicle, less stress on the driver too.
Yeah. Wonderful. Right. Park.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all we need to do.
Don't need to press
leave
the button.
Leave the engine ticking over.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thanks.
That was a lot of information in a very short moment.
Thanks very much indeed. Hopefully it was helpful to you
Thank
guys.
you, mate. Cheers. As you can see, I'm back in the room. I've changed ready for this evening's foraging and dinner. I'm wearing my Purdy jacket and a John Smedley knit. I've got my Dries Van Noten trousers and my Crockett & Jones boots. It's quite an autumnal look, but the reason for this was because I'd actually planned on wearing suede shoes and white trousers this evening with this look. And it was a lot more summery, but because we're foraging, I wanted to ensure that I didn't ruin my clothes, so I've gone for slightly darker colour palettes and boots. But as you know, we've just been out in the GV60 and it was so smooth. The fact that there's no shift in between gears, it kind of blew my mind. Everybody speaks about how electric cars have no lag and they're really reactive and responsive, so I was kind of expecting that, and I knew that that was coming, but I did not expect it to just be such a smooth acceleration process. It was really, really nice to drive, very comfortable, and I'd love to talk to you more, but I do need to go downstairs because we're on quite a strict time frame.
So folks, by tradition, the bell used to hang in the distillery. 6:30 in the morning, before the start of the shift, the brewer would ring the bell, everybody gathered, got a measure of spirit made the day before to start their working day. The bell could ring 4 or 5 times a day, they'd come back and get some more. As you can imagine, by the time the shift ended, some people were quite intoxicated. Stopped in the 1970s, stopped by the politicians, who we blame for everything these days. So nowadays, just like myself, it's just one of the old relics that hangs about here. So welcome, come through. So welcome to Glencage Distillery. We've added a new line to the title. They now call us Johnny Walker's Lowland Distillery. They chose a distillery to represent each corner of Scotland. We were chosen to represent the Lowlands. Good for us, we're fairly low profile. Johnny Walker's obviously a global brand, so hopefully it helps to raise our profile. But what I'd like to do now, I want to lead you through the distillery by using the nose. The third keynote we hope you will catch in the finished whisky here at Glencage. Nutty cereal. Now, folks, I come to my work by bicycle. The trip's about 7 miles, okay? And by the side of the road, counted more than 30 barley fields. So this area, East Lothian, still a big barley growing area, and this is what we hope to capture in the finished whisky. In 1 second. No, a bucket. Oh, yeah.
And this is the room that we're going to be having dinner in this evening. Sorry, it's okay, you're fine to be in the back. I shouldn't be in here, I'm just having a quick sneaky push. It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Oh, thank you.
Did you do this? Oh, you definitely could have claimed that then. I love the wood with the
Yes.
the sort of. Is this all locally sourced?
All from Papua.
Wow, it's amazing. It looks great. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here before I get told off. But this is where we're eating this evening. Very lovely. And we're just gonna quickly get some photos out the front, I think. But look at that hallway. Fantastic. So you can actually hire this house by the looks of it. There's bedrooms upstairs. Nice lounge area. If we come through to the window as well, you'll see. Look at that little robot cutting the lawn. I believe they own that over there as well, which looks stunning. So, absolutely stunning day in Scotland. I actually can't believe how nice the weather is in Scotland at the minute. I've never been here when it's been this nice, so we're being truly spoiled, but you can see the rest of the gang are outside just enjoying a welcomes drink.
So there we are. This is a place of peace and quiet and tranquility, and you're very, very welcome here. It's wonderful to have Genesis here and the wonderful, wonderful people at Wander managing as well. Now, let me introduce Tom Chisholm from Buck and Birch. Thank you.
Hello. Thanks, George. Welcome, everyone. So, Buck and Birch, that's our company. It's myself. Rupert is doing the kitchen at the moment, weaving his magic, making you some lovely food for this evening. Our company and our ethos is really about uncovering and showcasing the very best, most diverse, interesting, exotic flavours of Scotland through our food and drink. So we'll give you a little taste of this very local, seasonal place that we're in just now. Many of the things you'll have passed throughout your day or on the golf course or whatever, the ingredients that we use. And we really want to bring them forwards and champion Scottish cuisine in the way that it deserves to be, rather than just looking at haggis and neeps and tatties and whiskies. So this is a little journey. We've got some canopies to start, so they'll just bring them out just now for you. So this is called venison and dandelion.
Wow.
So you have cured smoked venison on the stick.
Looks amazing.
And you have a little pickled dandelion caper. So the idea is you foraged for your first course here, you pick a little stick, eat the ham, and then use the dandelion caper as a little palate cleanser for you there. So if you all want to have a little dig in, these leaves, you've got about 7 or 8 different ones. I'll tell you, you've got wild garlic in there, you've got ground elder, you've got some beautiful pickled courgettes in the bottom that come from our garden. You've got tarragon yogurt over there as well, some lovely rapeseed oil, and it's just it's how salad should taste. All of the leaves have got different things, aromatic, bitters, and all of these things, and literally from just out there, and it is about a week away before this is all gone again. So it's really exciting to be able to serve this. Thank you. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. It is our last day here at Archerfield House. I am going to take the opportunity to try and get across to the Genesis Scottish Open as well, because it's looking like an absolutely beautiful day outside. But first things first, we're going to go downstairs, get some coffee, potentially a bit of breakfast, and I'm going to try and get a car outside of Archerfield House as well to do some photos, because it's absolutely stunning here. And I thought, you know what, it would be a shame not to make most of that opportunity. So today's outfit, keeping it super classic with a peak polo from Aurelian. I decided to bring it with me, even though it has got that little stain on it. It just fits so nicely, and I think that it's just a really nice colour, works nicely with the white trousers from Tom Sweeney. And then for comfort, I've decided to go for the suede Brunello Cucinelli sneakers, and I'm also going to take this All Saints suede field jacket as well with me, because it can get a bit windy. So whilst it is sunny, and I'm going to be taking some DB eyewear with me, it can get a little bit cold when the wind picks up. So we are going to enjoy the day before heading back to the UK. We ended up changing our travel plans, and as you can see, we're currently at Edinburgh train station, and that's because our flight kept on getting delayed, and I need to get home tonight because I have something really important on tomorrow that I cannot miss. So what we decided to do was to play it safe and get a train back, which we also missed. So we're now waiting for the next one available, which does have a change in it, which is slightly annoying. However, we have the option now to do a little bit more work on the train and get all of the content out from the trip that we've just been on, because I actually haven't managed to get anything out because we've just been so busy enjoying the experience. So I'm going to sign this vlog off because nothing else is going to happen in this video. So I hope you did enjoy this video. It's been fantastic getting to learn more about Genesis, as I mentioned earlier, and also getting to experience the Gulf. Doing the honorary observer was an absolute experience. So as always, I'll leave the links in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, 5 PM. Take care. Peace.